Now, what must it have been like to be the brother of one of the greatest literary figures of the 20th century? Simon Littlefield's comedy imagines the time Stanislaus Joyce spent with his brother James in Trieste and weaves around it a fictional romance.
Stannie and Jim by Simon Littlefield.
Will you get up, Jim?
Stannie, will you shut up? Che cosa faccio? Scrivo.
I suppose you want me to take you home again?
No, I want you to give me 10 crowns so I can go back in there.
What? And then go home and tell Nora? The kids will have nothing for breakfast because you're busy drinking it or whatever at the Cave d'Oro.
Oh, you're a good man. You won't let them starve.
Maybe I will this time.
No, you won't.
And you know I won't. You can lie there and rot.
For another 10 crowns, I could lie in there and rot.
You know who you remind me of?
Ugh, don't.
Do you know?
Go away.
Happy.
I'm going to buy a bird in the market. A drab, little mud-coloured bird.
Now you shut up.
I call him Stannie.
Quiet, man.
And I'll teach you to say, Jim, do you think you've had enough? Jim, will you come home now? Jim, would you give it a rest? And then I won't need you.
And who'll pay for this bird?
You're not slow, are you?
And I suppose your little bird will have 10 crowns for you every time you want to drink.
Son of a beach.
Watch your language.
Which one? Italian, German, Danish, French, Dutch, Irish, Latin, Greek, old and new, and if I must, English. God, I'm a genius.
You're a genius for cadging. Come to Trieste, he says. The great I am, the great scribbler who can't even put food on his table for his family. And like a fool, I buy a ticket to this hole in the ground.
You bought a ticket. I sent you £4.
You borrowed £4. I'm still paying it back.
Get on with paying it back then.
I can't carry on doing this.
What are you on about, man?
10 years, 10 years. I've been following you around like a little dog all day and all night.
Like a little dog would be lovely.
You're wasting your talent!
You're just jealous you don't have one to waste.
I write!
Writing letters to Pappy doesn't count.
Did you ever think that there's a reason that no one's published that rag of a book yet?
Now, don't you start on my
Your bloody book!
Oh, get off me!
This is for your drink!
Oh, enough!
This is for Trieste!
Outdoors!
And this is for wasting your genius in every bar and brothel!
And slag! Oh,
And slag!
No!
No!
That's enough!
No!
I know, I think you'll understand. Oh, that's enough!
You're under arrest.
What? We're kicking an arse.
And you, on your feet.
Oh, I would if I could.
What?
Oh, sorry, officer. Just take him home.
You are not taking him anywhere. Don't you know what has just happened?
I've had a bit too much to drink, and he hasn't.
What has happened in Sarajevo?
Ah, well, I'm not so drunk, I think I'm in Sarajevo.
Quiet, Jim.
Franz Ferdinand is dead.
What?
I am so sorry. Were you related?
Jim.
The Emperor's nephew has been assassinated.
Assassinated? By who?
By whom, Stannie?
The Serbs.
Not the Italians.
I'm sure they will try and claim the credit.
Stannie did it.
Hush, man.
Right. Names. Addresses.
Stanislaus Joyce.
Joyce.
Joyce. Joyce. Via Bramante Quattro.
Occupation.
English teacher.
So, you're English?
No, we're Italian Serbs.
Jim. No. A teacher of English. Professore inglese. English lehrer.
A teacher fighting outside a brothel on a day like this. Ain't you?
Dottore Giacomo Joyce. Scrittore. Irish.
You are brothers?
Yes.
This is the last time I help you out of a scrape, Jim.
Didn't I talk your man out of arrest?
He still wrote me down on his blooming book.
Just you, mine.
Nora!
Keep your yap shut. The kids are asleep.
I'm telling you now, Jim, I will not lie for you again.
Why not? You've always done it before.
I'm not again, Jim.
Oh, you're for it now, Stan.
Why am I for it? I'm not the one who's...
For the love of God, Stannie, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
He's the worse for wear again, Nora.
I can see that. What have you done to him?
I haven't done a thing.
Oh, my beloved Nora. My beautiful Barnacle.
And you can quiet the amateur theatricals, Jim Joyce. It's been a terrible day. That poor Franz Watson and his wife. So where were you?
Stannie's in love.
What?
Him in love? Who would love him?
Yeah, I know. It's hard to believe.
I'm lovable enough.
He wanted to talk, Nora.
Oh, give it a rest.
When does he ever say more than 2 words?
He never shut up all night.
Wait a minute!
And then when he was dancing in the street,
Dancing?
he only gets himself arrested.
This is nonsense.
Well, why isn't he in the jail?
I stepped in as usual.
What if they'd taken you as well?
With my silver tongue.
Go to bed, poor lamb. You must be exhausted.
I am. Just say buongiorno to the little one.
I leave them be, they're sleeping.
I'm worn out with the pair of you. I'm going to my bed as well.
You're going nowhere.
Go easy on him. He's in love.
I've got nothing, Nora.
Giorgio and Lucia need new shoes.
I need new shoes traipsing around after your man.
10 crowns.
10? No! Well, that's 10 crowns I'll never see again. Right, concentrate, Stanny. How hard can it be? It's just one word after another. That's what a writer does. 10 crowns for children's shoes. Oh. Do you not knock?
Why? What would you be doing?
I'm trying to write.
We can only afford one writer in the family.
What do you want, Jim?
You know this Franz Ferdinand?
Not personally, no.
Yeah, but you're interested in the politics around here. Sure, you're always reading Il Piccolo and muttering about the Habsburgs and cheering on the Italians.
Well, it's a cheap hobby.
Oh, Pavore Stanislaus. Come on, tell me.
Well, the Italians have a legitimate claim to the city.
Right.
And no doubt they'll seek to capitalise on this assassination of the Emperor's nephew. There's bound to be a war between Austria and Serbia, and it's probably only a matter of time before the Italians take the opportunity to reclaim Trieste. In short, Jim, war.
Yes, but how will this affect the sales of my book?
You're serious, aren't you?
And why wouldn't I be?
Well, you'll have to get Dubliners published before you worry about the sales.
You're the only one who understands me, Stanny.
Get away from me, you monster.
Why else would I be dedicating the book to you and you only? You're my whetstone.
I hate you, you genius.
Oh, one other thing. You'll take my 4 o'clock?
Why don't you take your 4 o'clock?
I'm going down to the Corso to watch the funeral cortege.
Ha! What do you care about Franz Ferdinand?
Nothing. But Nora wants to go. I pay, you pay, he pay,
No.
No.
No. No. Has Mr. Joyce not taught you anything?
Where is Jim?
Jim, Mr. Joyce is indisposed.
Bitte?
Unwell? Ill. Malato.
I saw Jim in Stelle Polare last evening. He was doing impression of Franz Ferdinand.
You think that's funny? The Emperor's nephew is dead. You are sitting here all laughing.
If you love him so much, why aren't you weeping on the Corso?
That's enough now. That's enough. Thank you. That's enough. He's arrived then. Hoffman, you can go if you want to.
Thank you, Herr Professor.
Oh, you might as well all go.
To the Corso? No, I don't think so. There will be trouble for Italians.
Oh, excuse me. Scusi.
Signore,
Do you have permission to put that there?
it's just a poster.
But you put it on top of my advertisement? See?
Private English lessons. You and Mr. Joyce?
Yes, but not the one you're thinking of, I expect.
Scusi?
Stanislaus Joyce,
Oh, you are related.
sadly.
Sadly.
Everyone has heard of my brother, Signorina...
Beatrice Silvestri.
So what are you advertising?
Oh, nothing. Sports club.
Circolo Sportivo Juventus. Oh, a sports club for irredentists.
It is an Italian matter, local politics. You would not be interested.
So you will not be going to the Corso?
Not the best place for an Italian, do you think?
Well, especially an irredentist. Signorina, I also believe that Trieste is Italian.
Do you now? You know, my father requires an English tutor.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm fully booked.
And you won't mind me putting my post here.
No.
hands off that!
Calm yourself now. I'm just seeing what you've dragged up from the cave of your soul.
Leave it, Jim!
Beatrice, your face shines. I am illuminated. Well, I'm in the dark. Why is her face so shiny? Does she need a wash?
Don't say a thing now.
Who is this shiny-faced girl that has you all worked up?
Never you mind. You don't just come in here and help yourself to my journal.
I get some of my best ideas from your journal.
Give it back!
And some of my worst. Give me 5 crowns and I will leave you in peace with your scribblings.
Will you give me a res?
This shiny-faced tripe, Stanny.
No!
I am not going to let you commit it to posterity.
Leave it!
I wouldn't even commit it to my posterior.
Right! That is it!
Don't kick me.
Nora! He's reading my journal again!
Dear diary, today Jim was awful mean to me.
Give it back!
How I wish I was still in Dublin cleaning up after Pappy.
Nora!
Baron Raleigh!
Good afternoon, gentlemen. A terrible day.
Do you know where I've been?
You've been with the Baron.
And why weren't you at the quartet?
I was by Shimps.
Sure, I was by Shimps, and I didn't see you.
There was a terrible crowd, love.
I fainted.
Luckily, I was close by.
Lucky for who?
Jim, at least I had a gentleman to help me home.
I hope you do not mind, Signore Joyce.
And why would he?
Sure.
And I am due for my lesson today also.
So you are. You better come through.
Now, Stanny.
What? No, Nora, not again. I hand over everything I earned. I never stop working.
Well, you have the time to fall in love.
When would I have the time to fall in love?
Listen to yourself. George is more of a man than you are, and he's barely 7.
We'll send him out to work all day and all night.
We need 150 crowns for the rent.
No, Nora. Get your man to do it.
You know he's busy with his scribbling night and noon.
And what about my scribbling? Who'll pay for me to do that?
The money, Stanny.
No.
Stanny!
No! No, Nora! Not this time!
I'd rather you kick me black and blue than drag me out in this wind.
You want to pay the rent this month, don't you?
Don't you always pay it?
Come on, Jim. Dr. Silvestri is expecting us 2 o'clock sharp.
I need a bloody doctor by the time I get there. My head's killing me. Could we not take a cab?
Why are we paying a visit to the doctor?
To have you removed from my back?
To have you removed from my wallet. The doctor is intrigued by the beauty of the English language.
Well, if he's willing to pay, could we not hop on a tram then?
The doctor has a daughter.
Ah, now it's getting more
For
interesting.
the love of God, when do you ever stop thinking about that?
When do you ever start?
The doctor has a daughter.
Aha! The shiny-faced woman.
Oh, Jim!
This is going to be fun.
Stop it, Jim.
If you like her so much, why don't you teach the father? Then I could still be at home.
And when would I find the time to take another student with all yours I'm teaching as well?
All right, then. Don't worry. Aren't I always the model of respectability? Hey, look. Why don't we have a drink here?
If we've no money for the tram, we've no money for a drink for you. Is it my imagination or is that man there following us?
Who'd be following you? They know me in here. Come on. Open up! It's Jim and Stanny!
Quiet, man!
The Irish are here!
Stand up straight, Jim.
Gentlemen, per favore.
Well, we're no gentlemen, Dottore Silvestri.
Jim, will you let me do the talking?
It's all right, your fella doesn't understand. I was saying what a grand banana you're looking today. A right mess of whiskers and strudel, sir.
Non capisco.
Oh, Stanny, he doesn't speak a word of English.
Will you shut your yap now?
Would there be the chance of a drink for 2 honest sons of Ireland,
Beatrice.
Doc?
And knock off the music hall, Jim. I must apologise for my brother.
Shut yourself, you're not apologise for
Show
me.
me up, Jim Joyce.
Beatrice. Signorino Silvestri.
Mr. Joyce? And this must be your brother.
I'm afraid so. Stanny, you can let go of her hand now.
Oh, sorry. This is my brother, James Joyce.
The luminous Beatrice.
Scusi?
Forgive my brother, I think he's unwell.
Oh, I'm not ill, Beatrice. I'm drunk.
Oh, no.
Drunk on your beauty, signorina.
Give over, Jim.
Then you are drunk, sir. Is this the kind of English you will be teaching my father?
So I have the job already.
Papa?
Che cosa pensate a questo fole?
This lunatic could teach you Italian.
Jim.
Questo fole ha potuto insegnare italiano.
See, really? Really? He's got the job?
Sì.
Can you play the piano, Beatrice?
A little.
Then I accept your kind offer. So, to celebrate my new employment, I suggest a song. Do you know Che gelida manina?
Of course.
Bella.
Che gelida manina, se la lasci riscaldare, c'è cuore chi
Molto bene.
guido non si trova.
Bravo, signore.
Oh, bravo, brother.
Ma per fortuna una notte di luna e qui la luna l'abbiamo vicina.
Ow! What was that for?
For having such a beautiful voice. Remember, all you have to do, Jim, is turn up on time and sober.
Sober is extra. She's a fine woman, your Beatrice.
Oh, no, you promised.
Would you relax, man? Those days are behind me.
So you don't need to be coming to me every 5 minutes with your hand out.
Oh, just a couple of crowns till tea time.
I'm going out, Jim.
To gaze upon your reflection in the face of the shining one.
To a meeting.
Are you sure you'll be safe out there?
What do you mean?
Have you not noticed? Everyone in this city is going doolally.
Oh. Signorina Silvestri?
Mr. Joyce,
I'm not too late.
what are you doing here?
I'm here for the meeting.
Mr. Joyce, this isn't just any sports club. We are looking for passionate people.
I know. You're irredentists. The struggle of the occupied against the occupier. I'm Irish, Signorina. Why would I not side with the Italians?
Of course. Your brother has been telling me about Ireland.
Oh, I bet he has.
Your brother is a very strange man.
Oh, I'm glad at long last to meet someone who shares my opinion of him.
His English lessons are very strange also. I play the piano and he sings. My father claps.
Well, I can only apologise. I'll have a word with him.
Oh, no need. My father is enchanted.
Yeah, he can have that effect.
Who is that man over there?
He's probably a policeman. Why? Are you a dangerous man, Stanislaus?
I've seen him before.
They come to all the meetings.
Compagni! And that is why Trieste always will be Italian. Down with the Habsburgs, down with Franz Joseph and the Empire. Viva Trieste! Viva l'Italia!
Viva Trieste! Viva Italia! Viva Italia!
Where have you been, Stanny?
Out.
You never go out.
Where's Jim?
Why would I want to know? Is she nice, Stanny?
Yes,
You like her, don't you?
I do, Nora. She's different.
Is that the best you can come up with? You'll have to work harder than that to catch her, Stan.
I know that, Nora. I feel as though I don't know.
Sure you do, Stanny.
Get all tongue-tied, Nora.
Maybe if you wrote down how you felt about her, like in a letter.
Nora Barnacle! A letter is a grand idea.
Stanny, we need more space.
Oh, don't worry. I'll write in my room.
Jim needs to start work on his next book. God knows why, he hasn't even sold this one. Giorgio and Lucia are sleeping in Jim's study, so they'll need to sleep in your room.
And what about my writing?
What writing? A few lovesick poems and a letter?
I won't share with the children.
That's the idea.
What?
Just till we're on our feet.
You want me to move out?
I want to move away, but Jim won't hear of it. But it's our quarter, so we'll decide who lives here.
I'd be only too happy to do it.
And Jim said you'd take it badly.
We've lived under each other's feet for far too long now.
Who knows? It'll do you good to have your own place.
You know, I think it might.
And Jim won't be spending half his life running around after you now, will he?
After me?
Oh, he's told me all about the scrapes he's got you out of.
Well, I'll do the decent thing then. To be honest, I could do with the money.
I'm not with you.
The money I'll be saving, not paying your rent every month.
Is that your game?
You are insane. I can't afford to pay for 2 apartments. How much?
100 a month.
For this?
It's a very popular location.
It's above a brothel.
Very popular.
50 a month.
It's furnished.
After a fashion. I'll give you 60 if you take the furniture away.
You'll sleep on the floor?
I doubt I'll sleep at all. My dear Beatrice, it's not a bad start for a letter. With your permission. No, permission. Come on, man. My dearest Beatrice, now I'm on to something. Oh, I don't believe it. I must have some ink somewhere.
I am James Joyce, an Irishman, and I am the King of Trieste.
Will you never give me a rest?
Stannie, what are you doing here, you old devil?
I live here, thanks to you.
Oh, so you do. Dubliners is to be published.
Really?
I've just had the telegram from London.
Ah, Jim, that is great news. Come on up.
I couldn't have done it without you.
Don't be daft. Did you remember my dedication?
Oh, I knew there was something I'd forgotten.
Oh, it doesn't matter. So you really got it published. Jim, that is grand.
Isn't it, Stannie?
So you won't be needing me to pay your rent anymore, will you?
Hold on. Now, the book hasn't even been printed yet. But you'll still have a drink with me.
Well, I'd love to, but I'm skint. And I'm busy.
La Bella Beatrice.
Yeah, we have a meeting.
Not the bloody irredentist again, Stannie. Stay out of that business, man.
It's more of a sports club, anyhow.
And what sport would that be? Moping?
Go away, Jim.
She's had some effect on you, La Luminosa.
I'm rowing, actually.
Rowing? You don't even like the water.
I know you can do it, Stannie.
Yeah, I've been exercising.
I bet you have.
Oh, what are you doing here?
It's a pretty country, isn't it? Sorry, Charlie.
Ignore him, Stannie. You will do it, won't you? You will win.
Of course I will.
For Italy.
Yes. And anything else you're hoping to
Go
win.
away, Jim.
Anyway, I thought I'd swing by and give you the news.
Oh, have you sold a copy of your book?
Stannie, Austria has declared war on Serbia.
What? That's awful.
No, that's good, Stannie.
Oh, well, of course it's good for the cause.
Of course it is, you fool.
Thank you, Jim. A war.
Oh, that sounds grand.
The sooner this war spreads, the sooner the Italians will liberate us. That is what you want, Stannie.
Well, Stannie, is that what you want?
Look, the Austrian boat is there already.
Are you racing Franz Joseph himself?
Don't be stupid.
No, you're right. It'll be a younger man like Franz Ferdinand. Oh, no, he'd be a little stiff.
Stannie will teach the Austrians a lesson.
Oh, yes. Show them who's who on the water. That'll free Trieste from those evil Habsburgs and save us all the bother of a war.
Oh, I better take up my position. Push off, Jim.
Push off yourself, Stannie.
An old joke.
Who's joking?
Whoa.
Watch out for the police rowing behind you.
Very funny.
Good luck, Stanislaus. They're in position.
So am I.
And where is Nora?
Having tea with my student, Baron Ambrogio di Stefano Ralli.
That Austrian sympathizer.
She's a long way from Galway. You're looking fine today, Beatrice.
You are a terrible man.
I am, but I don't care. Your man's about to start the great race. I'll keep you company till the victor returns for the spoils.
Is that how you think of me?
Sure, an emancipated woman like you doesn't fall for the sporting types.
And what do you know of emancipation? Is this what you write about?
Well,
Your brother says you write beautifully.
just for that, I'll dedicate Dubliners to you.
And what would Nora make of that?
She'll never read it.
Jim?
It's true. The only writing she'll read is my letters. All she wants is the fine life.
And what about Stannie?
What about him? You know, you've never congratulated me for getting it published.
How would you write about me?
Oh, what a priceless vision.
Why, thank you, signore.
Ha! What a sight for sore eyes.
I don't like that so much.
What? No, it's your man. He's in the water.
Oh, Stannie!
Oh, it's all right, Bea. He can swim. Can't he?
To you, Bea.
To Italy, Stannie.
I'm sorry about the race.
I'm just glad that you're all right.
I suppose I should thank Jim.
Yes, you should.
Though it wasn't even him who dived in, was it?
Stannie.
The man who saved me looked just like that policeman.
For goodness sake, the police don't care about you. I care about you. You're my right-hand man.
You know, Bea, meeting you has changed my life.
You're penniless and you live above a brothel.
But I'm free of Jim and Nora and the kids. And I have something to believe in at last.
You know, Jim told me he can write anywhere, anytime, when he's drunk or when he's sober.
Oh, is that what your little chats are about?
Don't be silly, Stannie.
But it's true. If Jim were living under a bridge, he'd still knock out a chapter a week and find someone stupid enough to lend him the money for a drink and a fine meal.
You never show me anything you write.
I'm working on something, but it's not ready yet.
Is it a manifesto?
More of an open letter.
The Russians are mobilizing.
Well, it's only a matter of time. What will you do when the war comes?
I will fight.
Beatrice!
And what will you do?
I will fight!
But who will love you?
The Italians.
Do they have a wrong division? And if Italy doesn't enter the war?
Then we keep up the struggle.
Yes.
The meetings, the marches, the irredentists must prevail. Trieste will prevail. If it takes a week, a month, or a year, we will prevail, Beatrice.
I can't see a thing.
Hold my hand, Bea.
Jim?
What? It's so dark I could break my neck.
I could help you.
Well, isn't this nice? The four of us together at last.
Signore e signori, di questo senso. Avanti.
What are we doing in this giant hole in the ground anyway? It's filthy.
Well, it's an interesting geological feature. A limestone cave so big it could hold the Basilica of St. Peter. Imagine that.
We have to imagine it. It's darker than Stannie's soul down here.
While the world's tearing itself apart, I'm on an outing with you.
At least you don't have to worry about being followed down here, Stan.
Stop it, Jim.
Stop it, Jim.
And it's a grand place to hide from the war, eh?
Oh, shut your hole.
Don't worry, we'll leave you plenty of provisions. And if the Italians ever pluck up the courage to join this wonderful war, we'll let you know.
Pronto?
Si.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ecco.
Oh, that is amazing. Bea, look at those stalactites.
Beatrice!
Quiet, you great oaf. Nessun gridare. È pericoloso.
Dangerous. Does he know the world's at war up there?
Do you want to start another one down here?
Andiamo.
I've seen enough. Come on, Jim.
What have I done? We can't leave Stannie and Beatrice alone. Think of the scandal.
I'll worry about my reputation.
You'll have to get one first.
Why do you let him treat you like that?
I don't know.
You're an intelligent man.
Because it's Jim. There's no one else like him.
So? There's no one else like you. You could do anything you want. Be a man, Stannie. At the meetings, you stand up for what you believe, but you let Jim trample all over you.
You're right.
No, don't just agree with me. Make up your own mind.
My darling Beatrice.
Stannie, they've closed Shimps.
Don't tell me you're worried about your book.
And why shouldn't I be? I waited long enough for the damn thing to be published.
Jim, they've been trying to sell it for a year.
Why now? Every other bugger's been fighting since last August, and now the Italians join in.
They heard someone was thinking of buying your book.
Oh, laugh away, brother.
Is Nora all right?
Terrified like the kids.
You should get them out of the city, Jim.
Don't worry, I'm taking care of it. And what about yourself?
I don't want to leave without Bea.
Is there something the matter with you? She barely looks at you.
She thinks I can do anything. She believes in me.
Would you listen to yourself?
Oh, get out, man. I have to finish this letter before I meet Bea.
What more politics? What use is that now? About as much use as a boarded-up bookshop.
It's not just shims. Half the city has been evacuated.
But they can't start a war.
They have, Jim. Listen.
But that's so selfish.
Isn't it, though? The selfishness of the Emperor and the Kaiser and the Tsar and the Prime Minister.
This is your fault.
How is this my fault?
You wanted a war. Did I mention the Austrians were attacking the Stella Polare?
What?
Stannie, it's not safe. Let's get out of here.
No, Beatrice is in there.
Why?
Why? Because that's where the Italians meet, you idiot.
No, why are they smashing the place up?
Are you mad? The war!
Duck!
Thanks.
Stannie, this is hopeless. There's no way in.
What about if I use you as a battering ram?
Or you could try the back way.
What?
The back door.
Oh, good idea. Beatrice!
Oh, thank goodness you're here, Stan.
Don't worry, you're safe now.
We have to fight back.
No, we've got to get out of here, Bea.
I'm not leaving.
Come on!
We can't let them get away with it.
We can't fight them with coffee cups and pastries.
I thought you cared, Stanislaus.
Come on, Beatrice. This way.
Oh, okay, Stan.
Where's Jim?
I haven't seen him.
Where's Jim? We'll be safe here.
Oh, we should have stayed and fought.
The place was on fire.
You worry about the gym. I'm okay.
He was right behind me on the street.
We should have stayed.
And get lynched. Someone has to protect you.
I don't need you to protect me.
We should get away from here, Bea.
No, I have to get back. You can stay here if you like.
No, Bea. You and me, we should get away from here, from Trieste.
Are you crazy? This is where our fight is. This is what we've waited for, Stanislaus.
No, Bea. I mean that you and
Oh, not now, Stannie. This is not the time.
But I just saved you from a burning building.
And I'm very grateful.
Beatrice, I've held my tongue for a year now.
Please,
I've never
Stannie.
felt this way about anyone.
Stop it.
I've written you a letter.
So you have time to read a letter?
It won't take long. Here. Read it, please.
My dearest Beatrice, I love you, always, Stannie. Is that all you have written?
Well, what else is there to say?
Is this what you've been writing all year?
No, that would be ridiculous.
I do love you, Stannie. But like a compagno. Un fratello.
Like a brother.
I'm sorry, Stannie.
Jim? Jim?
Stannie, have you seen Jim?
I thought he'd be hiding in your skirts.
No, you cannot take all this luggage.
What's she doing here?
What does it look like?
Stanislaus, where is your brother?
Why don't you ask your Austrian friends? Last time I saw him, he was outside the Stella Polare.
No.
It's all right, no, I'm sure he will be safe.
Where are you two going?
I have visas for them all, but they have to leave today.
Them? And where are you off to without me, Nora?
Nora, you must hurry. I can try and get you a visa as well, but it's not easy.
I don't want your help.
My family still have some influence. We're not all anarchists.
Irredentists.
Never mind all that, Stan. You have to find Jim for the children.
Oh, I have to find them.
The Italians are outside the city.
Well, so you better get your skates on then, Baron.
They've set fire to shims.
Jim, I thought you'd gone.
I want a word with you.
Where have you been?
I went for a drink.
In the middle of a riot?
Jim, I have your visas.
Oh, good man.
Nora asked for my help. I was only too happy to oblige.
Where are you now?
At last we can get away from this awful place.
Not before we straightened out a few things.
Pipe down, Stannie. We're leaving.
I don't like that look on your face, Stannie. Nora, you better go and look after the bambinos. Baron, if you could help.
Of course.
You leave them alone, Stannie. Do you hear? We have to get the little ones away.
You couldn't let me have one thing of my own, could you?
What are you talking about?
All these years, you've taken everything. Everything I had. And I gave it gladly.
No, you didn't.
Shut up for once and listen. And then I'm through with you. Do you understand me?
No.
I said shut up, didn't I?
You just asked me a question.
I've picked you out of the gutter.
I've dragged you away from bar brawls. I've handed over every damn penny I've made. I've put up with your children mocking me, your common-law wife berating me, and by God, I've worked morning, noon, night to keep a roof over your ungrateful heads, and have you once thanked me? No, you kicked me out of my own home. I live above a brothel, and have I ever complained?
Yes.
Have I ever said that's enough? Have I ever walked away? Have I ever asked for anything of my own? You've even had your snout in my diaries, for God's sake.
Oh, they wouldn't interest anyone.
Why am I here in this kip of a city, Jim? Why? And after 10 years, I finally find something of my own. And you couldn't bear it, could you? You couldn't leave me alone just to find some happiness.
What the hell are you talking?
Beatrice!
What? Gee, what is she to me?
Admit it, man, or I will not be responsible for my actions.
You've not been responsible for them since you got here.
She's in love with you.
Sure, they all are. But she's nothing to me, Stanny.
Do you expect me to believe that?
Another.
See.
Same again.
Signore.
Again.
Di nuovo. Sì, sì. Give me the bottle.
Signore, no. Il bombardamento.
La bottiglia.
Give me the bottle, Paolo.
Dottore Joyce, you know him?
See.
So this is where you spend my money.
Come on.
Did you take her here?
No, Stanny. She never meant anything to me.
It is terrible to have a cleverer older brother.
Always thinking of yourself. What's it like for me to have a stupider younger brother? You caught me a good one on the jaw, you swine.
Do you know what you've done to me?
What I've done to you? You've your own life to ruin. You've always had that. Come on. I'm taking you home. And then we're going to leave Trieste. It's not safe around here, you know.
I can't abandon the fight.
Give it up, Stanley. It's not your fight.
Why did you bring me here?
I thought it would be good for you.
Good for me. That's a good one.
Look, I'll go easy on you. Nora will go easy on you. You'll come with us.
No! I'll go to Italy.
Stanny, please.
Viva Trieste!
Stan!
Viva Italia!
That's enough, Mr. Joyce.
Go away.
Where do you think you're going?
Italy!
I'm sorry, officer. I'm just taking him home. Come on, Stanny.
You are Stanislaus Joyce?
I am.
Via di Cavanna, 17.
It's you again, isn't it? My little Austrian shadow.
I am not a shadow. This is my country.
Yes, it is, officer, and we're just leaving it.
You can do what you please, but you are under arrest.
On what charge?
You are a British alien and a spy.
How can he be a spy? He's too busy working his fingers to the bone. And anyway, we're Irish aliens.
You will come with me.
Now, there's no need for that.
Keep out of this. Move!
Jim?
Look, I'll fix it, Stanny.
Get me out, Jim!
Of course I will. So what would we do without your money?
Please, sit down, Mr. Joyce. Stanislaus, you are British?
No. Irish.
That is not a nationality.
No.
You are an English teacher.
Yes.
Well, you will find plenty of eager students here.
Have I not been punished enough?
Bitte?
It's a bad joke.
This is a camp for prisoners of war, Mr. Joyce, not a jail.
Perhaps you could explain the difference to me.
You were lucky not to be shot as a spy. Baron Raleigh spoke very highly of you, that you had been led astray.
Did he say who by?
No. Do you know a James Joyce?
That's the fella.
Another joke?
My brother.
How wonderful! Well, I am reading his book. Fascinating.
Ah, he's a genius.
Where is he now?
Zurich.
Well, you should have gone with him.
I should have, yes.
I do not know how long this war will last. Our resources are meager.
Yeah, we can offer you only maybe a small room of your own, but naturally, the library will be at your disposal.
It will?
Oh, for your writing. You do write, don't you?
Yes.
Good. The guard will show you to your room now. Oh, do you like tennis?
I could do.
I couldn't stay away from Tarry Easty now, could I? I've surprised you.
Oh, I'm delighted.
Well, I wish you were. It's been 4 years.
You knew where I was. You didn't visit.
Well, I could say the same about you.
You didn't write.
Oh, but I did. Many chapters of Ulysses.
What are you doing back here, Jim?
Nora's been asking me the same question.
I bet she has. You couldn't wait to get away.
Well, there was a war on.
And how was the war in Zurich?
Careful now, Stanny. You don't want to get yourself arrested again.
Might be worth it for murder.
You say that, but I may not be able to get you out of that jam.
You know, I could knock you down.
No. You're better at helping me up.
That was 4 years ago.
Come on now. Let's let bygones be bygones.
How much do you need, Jim?
Now, that's low, Stanny.
How much?
I can't believe you're saying that. All I'm asking is for a few hundred lira so I can get my things out of storage.
A few hundred. I've endured 4 years of hunger and squalor. Do you think you could give me a rest?
Squalor? I heard you sprained your wrist playing tennis.
I said, give me a rest.
You know, Stan, she doesn't live here anymore.
Huh?
She moved away during the war.
Where's she gone?
Rome.
Rome?
With her husband.
But I've written her something.
What?
Nothing.
She liked you well enough, though.
Not enough for my liking.
So now what, brother? Is it Jim and Stanny again?
No.
Stanny and Jim, then. We'll try that and see how it works.
Can you lend me 100 lira, Jim?
What? I'm trying to tap you.
1,000 then, till next month, till I'm back on my feet.
I don't have that kind of money, and you know it.
1,000,000 lira.
1,000,000? Get out of it, you
loon.
loon.
1,000,000 lira till a week on Tuesday. Come on now, Jim. Do it for your brother.
In Stannie and Jim by Simon Littlefield. Stannie was played by Andrew Scott and Jim by Aidan Mcardle. Nora was played by Tessa Nicholson, Beatrice by Alison Petit, and Baron Raleigh by Michael Shelford. The captain was played by David Seddon, the student by Tony Bell, and Silvestri by Sam Dale. The director was Sally Avens.